Good afternoon and welcome to Icu Tv Lunchtime News. We take a look at the stories making headlines. Government urges stronger police-journalist collaboration to enhance safety, trust, and information access. LCC intensifies demolition of illegal structure along Mosi-Otunya Road. Judiciary to upgrade court infrastructure for better accessibility, says Chief Justice Malila. International news: Palestinians flee Gaza City district as Israel says first stages of assault have begun. In sports news, ZESCO United accepts full responsibility after fielding ineligible player hit with fine. With the news in details, my name is Unclear Banda. The government emphasizes the importance of strength collaboration between the police service and journalists to build mutual understanding, respect, and cooperation. During the Lusaka Province Joint Police Media Dialogue held yesterday, Tabo Kawana, the Permanent Secretary for Information and Media, highlighted the need for journalists and law enforcement to join forces in promoting safety and security. Mr. Kawama pointed out that his platform aims to encourage professionalism among journalists while ensuring they consistently follow safety and security protocols. Meanwhile, Richard Mulonga, CEO of the Bloggers Association of Zambia, mentioned that the initiative intends to improve the interaction between police journalists while facilitating better access to information. Charles Mutasa, country lead for Dakonya, Zambia, praised the initiative, stating that it will allow journalists and police officers to work without fear of harassment during critical times like elections and political rallies. LCC intensifies demolition of illegal structures along Mosi-Otunya Road. The Lusaka City Council has carried out a night operation to demolish additional illegal structures erected along Mosi-Otunya Road and Tokyo Way. LCC Assistant Public Relations Manager Nyambe Wulumba confirms that the joint operation with state police led to the removal of 8 illegal mobile money booths and 1 makeshift structure. Mr. Wulumba states that a similar exercise on 17th August saw the dismantling of 34 illegal stores and a car wash in the same area. He explains that the demolition followed multiple unheeded warnings and were necessary to restore order and ensure lawful business operations. Mr. Mulumba adds the LCC will continue to strengthen surveillance and enforcement efforts under the Regional and Urban Planning Act No. 3 of 2015.
The Lusaka City Council, working in conjunction with the state police, conducted a night operation yesterday, demolishing 8 illegal mobile money booths along Mosi-Otunya Road and 1 makeshift structure along, Tokyo Way. This follows a similar, operation that we conducted on Sunday, 17th August, where 34 illegal makeshift structures were, dismantled. And despite issuing warnings and enforcement notices to, traders, they then refused to comply with the directive, leaving us, with no option but to simply move in and, correct the situation. Going forward, as the council, we want to ensure that we intensify in terms of monitoring and surveillance to curb all illegal, construction across Lusaka, as mandated by the Regional and Urban Planning Act No. 3 of 2015. We would also like to just call upon members of the public to ensure that they always engage the council whenever they want to come up with structures. If it is trading, spaces that they don't have, they should always engage us, because we are able to provide guidance and give stands where we feel they can, trade from. also a cry-on call to Lusaka residents to ensure that they always take charge in terms of reporting any illegal structures in their respective communities to the council to ensure that we swiftly move in and collect the situation.
Judiciary to upgrade court infrastructure for better accessibility, says Chief Justice Malila. Chief Justice Mumba Balila announced that the judiciary plans to improve the infrastructure to facilitate easier access to outrooms and administrative areas for individuals with disabilities, the elderly. Dr. Malila noted that many court facilities built years ago lack the necessary accommodations for these individuals. He made these remarks today at the Supreme Court in Lusaka during the event where the Zambia Association of Female Judges donated 10 wheelchairs to the judiciary. Sharon Niwa, president of the Zambia Association of Female Judges, also emphasized that these wheelchairs will help individuals with disabilities and the elderly to better access judicial facilities and services. Kanchibiya Council engages with traditional leadership on development. Kanchibiya Council Chairperson Chota Kanungwe Kanyamina visited Chief Mpepo to discuss development goals for the areas. She was joined by Councillor John Chola, Manshiwa Ward, and Innocent Chileshe, Chambeshi Ward. Ms. Kanyamamina says key topics included completing feeder roads, upgrading clinic staff housing, and improving accommodation for police officers. She highlighted that these issues were identified as urgent priorities. Ms. Kanyamamina also notes that the council is exploring ways to support the chief in addressing broader community challenges. Order NEPAD applauds Zambia's leadership in food system transformation. The African Union Development Agency has commended Zambia for its significant advancement in transforming food system. Idufons Musafiri, special advisor to the CEO of UDA NEPAD, highlighted the country's innovative strategies to combat hunger and malnutrition. Musafiri noted that the Zambian initiatives reflect its dedication to enhancing food security and nutrition. He pointed out that the Zambian government's decision to situate the food system convener within the Vice President's office is an outstanding example for other African nations to consider. Dr. Musafiri made these remarks during a visit from the UDA NEPAD delegation to the office of the President's Permanent Secretary for Administration, Lilian Kapusana. Additionally, Munyewu Mutaba, Senior Program Officer for Food Security, expressed UDA NEPAD's commitment to supporting Zambia's nutrition initiative. Ms. Kapusana underscored the necessity of a comprehensive government approach to tackling food and nutrition security. Furthermore, National Food System Convener Victor Mbowawe stated that the partnership with UDA NEPAD will facilitate both technical and financial assistance for Zambia's food system transformation endeavors.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Thank you for staying with us. In international news, Palestinians flee Gaza City district as Israel says first stage of assault have begun. Palestinians are fleeing parts of Gaza City after the Israel military began first stages of a planned ground offensive. Officials in the city say Israel troops have established a foothold on the outskirts of the city, which is home to more than 1 million Palestinians after days of intense bombing and artillery fire. Israel wants to signal that it is pressing ahead with its plan to capture all of Gaza City despite international criticism. Hundreds of Palestinians in the Zeutan and Sabra neighborhoods of Gaza City have left towards the northwestern part of the city. A military spokesman said troops were already operating in the Zeutan and Jabalia areas to lay the groundwork for the offensive, which Defense Minister Israel Katz approved on Tuesday and which will be put to the Security Cabinet later this week. Around 60,000 reservists are being called up for the beginning of September to free up active duty personnel for the operation. Russia has launched hundreds of drones and missiles on western Ukraine overnight in one of the heaviest bombardments in recent weeks, Ukrainian officials have said. Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha said the strikes highlighted how diplomatic efforts to end the war and stronger air defense were critical. It comes as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky suggested Switzerland, Austria, or Turkey as possible venues for potential peace talks with his Russian counterpart, Putin. The prospect of a trilateral meeting mediated by the U.S. came after U.S. President Donald Trump met Putin in Alaska before hosting Zelensky and other European leaders at the White House. We take a short break. Stay tuned for sports news.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back, and now in sports news. ZESCO United accepts full responsibility after fielding ineligible players hit with fine and points deduction. MTN Super League side ZESCO United have taken responsibility following the docking of points that followed after they fielded 20 ineligible players against Konkola Blades over the weekend. According to a statement by Club Chief Executive Officer Pongali Wewe, accessed by the Zamfoot crew, the 9-time MTN Super League champions have taken full and unconditional responsibility for this error. The Zambian Premier League awarded Konkola Blades FC 3 points following the ruling. In addition to the 3 points in Chiliawombwe, Bez side were also awarded a 3-0 scoreline. ZESCO United have also been handed a fine of 10,000 kwacha for failing to register players on time. that sports item brings us to the end of the lunchtime news. But before we go, a quick recap of the stories making headlines. Government urges strong police-journalist collaboration to enhance safety, trust, and information. LCC intensifies demolition of illegal structure along Mosi-Otunya Road. Judiciary to